Zach Roloff has moved on from trying to make amends with his father, Matt Roloff, and is hoping time and space will eventually heal their broken relationship. In a new teaser clip shared by Entertainment Tonight of Tuesday's Little People Big World season finale, Zach discusses the current status of his relationship with his estranged dad. As fans of the TLC show know, the tension between Matt and Zach, as well as Zach's twin brother Jeremy, began in 2022 when Matt announced he was selling a portion of the family's farm, despite claiming that he wanted the farm to stay in the family. Matt insinuated at the time that his twin sons were to blame for him having to sell the farm, igniting the feud between Zach and Matt. Their battle first became public when Zach blasted Matt online in May 2022 for manipulating the narrative of the situation to the show's fans. Since then, the Matt and Zach's relationship has yet to heal, and in February, Zach and his wife Tori revealed on their podcast that they are leaving Little People Big World for good. On Tuesday's season finale, Zach seemed uninterested in attempting to mend his relationship with his dad and appeared to be content to let time and space do the healing. "When it comes to my dad, I don't know, that ship has all sailed. There's not much of a relationship. We're just doing our own thing," Zach said. "Time might even it out. Everything will be healed. It will be different." He also reflected on how different his kids' childhoods will look from his own, which was spent on his parents' farm in Oregon, a place he says his own kids have little interest in visiting. "Growing up on the farm, I spent a lot of time outdoors, and I definitely want that same experience for our kids," Zach said. "The farm was part of my life, but it's not going to be part of our kids' lives the same way it was mine. No one's holding grudges. No one's intentionally not going to the farm. There's just no interest. The kids don't ask." After Zach and Tori's plans to purchase Roloff Farm went belly up, the couple purchased their own property in Washington. "There's nothing we're hiding from them," Zach said of the kids. "They don't ask and they have their own space up here." Earlier this season, Matt expressed how disappointing it was to him that Zach and Tori did not attend an event that Zach's mom and Matt's ex-wife, Amy Roloff, was putting on for the Dwarf Athletic Association of America. "I'm disappointed. I thought at least Zach would come down with his son Jackson, so it's disappointing," Matt later told the cameras. "I think everybody gets to set their own priorities in life. I'm sadder for Amy than I am for me." Matt stated that being separated from Zach is nothing new to him. "I'm kind of used to keeping the space and the distance," he said. "For them to have a different priority, that's their choice. You can't cry over that. Everybody has to make their own choices with their own priorities." The Little People Big World patriarch flaunted the area abode in a new video on Instagram. Matt, 62, shared his dream house getting its last details done on Sunday. In the clip, workers can be seen on an elevated platform painting beams above the huge space. The sweeping views could be seen outside its floor-to-ceiling windows. He also showed off one end of the monster living room, which had a flat-screen TV installed into a stone fireplace. Matt captioned the video, set to circles by Post Malone, "Fine-tuning our look." One fan commented, "Looks good. Can't wait to see it when it is all done." Another wrote, "Wow, absolutely beautiful. I admire your vision." A third snarked, "Could this be why Amy is looking for another house?" And a fourth, "Outstanding. I hope the big wedding will be there. Can't wait for that." A fifth wrote, Matt with the Post Malone music in the background, "My man, I knew you were hip. House looks epic. May T to HIT SPAC." The long-running TLC star recently informed followers that he was watching LPBW's newest episode by uploading a photo of his living room television. "The Big People Little World show is on tonight. I keep promising myself I'm going to catch it live one night. Are you with me?" he asked fans in the caption, while some fans praised his relationship with fiancée Karen Chandler in the comments. Others gave their negative thoughts on the new season of the series. Time to hang it up. So boring the show has lost its charm. Time to move on and all find your true happiness. One person slammed. Amy looks miserable. Zach can still barely parent, and Matt and Karen need to start their new journey. Good luck to all, they added, referring to his ex Amy and their son Zach. However, the family patriarch stepped in to defend his family's longtime running show. I wonder why so many people still tune in. Very strange, he replied sarcastically. Continuing to bash season 25, another viewer commented, "None of your kids really in the show anymore. It's kinda sad." Not sad. Happy, very successful 20-year show. Still playing in your living room to this day, Matt responded. All the kids are happy in their own homes, with beautiful children. What more can you ask for? Matt moved into the new build in December after getting ahead of his construction schedule. We are super happy about the way things are coming out here in the house. See that? Looking out at the back, a veranda, very big looking out at the farm, he said as he panned around the open plan room. The video showed a dining area on the right with couches and a coffee table set up in front of a television and electric fireplace on the left of the room. Matt revealed he would be moving into his dream home with his fiancée, Karen Chandler, by December. Matt said he originally had a farmhouse idea for the home, but ended up taking the vision in a whole new direction with a more modern look. The TV star also shared, "I've been living in the one-story home, and when I move into the new house, Azzy and Jacob are going to move in where I was." Jacob is Matt's youngest son, who is married to Isabel Rock. The one-story home sits on the $4 million Roloff Farms, between the family home featured on LPBW and the construction of Matt's new dream house. While Matt is holding onto his big house and some land, he's been trying to sell the rest of his farm, leading to difficulties with his family. Matt has been in a nasty feud with his twin sons, Zach and Jeremy, 33, ever since they were unable to come to a financial agreement over the selling of the land. The U.S. Sun exclusively revealed that Matt has put measures in place to keep control of the farm even after his death. In a bargain and sale deed exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun, Matt transferred parcels of land from Matthew J. Roloff to Matt Roloff Living Trust for a sale price of $0 on June 24, 2022. Moving the acres into a trust came just weeks after he put 16 acres of the farm up for sale for a whopping $4 million on May 12. Although the farm appeared to go on and off the market, a source told the U.S. Sun it is still for sale. He's 110% still selling it and has been having private conversations with a friend about them purchasing it, an insider revealed. They previously rented the big house out on air and it went well, but Matt and Karen are keen to just get it gone and downsize a bit. Sons Zach and Jeremy both previously made offers to buy the home in 2022. Zach saying during a previous season that his dad went beyond the normal appreciation, leading to their negotiations falling through. Are you trying to make money off your own family, or do you want this legacy that you've preached about for 10 years? He asked on screen. Matt Roloff is getting a surprising answer to his esophageal issues. In a popculture.com exclusive sneak peek of Tuesday's all-new episode of Little People, Big World, the TLC star learns the root of the health issues he's been having after struggling with the feeling of a closed-off esophagus. Having undergone an endoscopy to help doctors understand why he's been having trouble getting food down, Roloff can be seen recovering on the couch when fiancée Karen Chandler breaks the news to him about what the doctors found during the procedure to expand his esophagus. One of the most interesting things, and I don't know if you remember this, is your actual esophagus is average size. Chandler tells a half-sedated Roloff, who responds with confusion, average size. Chandler clarifies, you do not have a little person esophagus. As Roloff questions, it's crammed in there? She explains, it's kinked. So a normal esophagus goes straight down, then you have a diaphragm, then your stomach. So the doctor said yours is longer than your body can handle, so it's pushed to the side. Poor little esophagus all crammed in there and kinked over. Roloff jokes that his guts are squished upon learning the news, but with time to think about the implications of the diagnosis, things are starting to come together. It all makes sense, he says later in a confessional. Yeah, some things there's too much packed into. There's too much Matt Roloff. Chandler teases, too much goodness in there. As Roloff recovers, he notes that he feels like going into the procedure, he was all good, and he came out all bad, wondering, what's up with that? Chandler assures him, no, you didn't come out all bad, adding that at least now you know why you're having those spells. 'Cause those spells are scary. Roloff tells Chandler to take a breath and relax when it comes to his health for now, and she agrees, telling him to continue resting and recovering in the meantime. Amy Roloff and her husband, Chris Marek, are thinking big when it comes to their retirement. On Tuesday's new episode of Little People, Big World, the TLC stars brought viewers along with them as they tour a massive 10,000-foot house in Oregon. The scene begins with Roloff and Marek discussing the pros and cons of the property as they drive over. I'm worried that this house is a little outside our budget, but it's good to look at and see, Roloff says. I think the first step is to see if we like it, and if we do, work out how we pay for it, Marek counters, adding that seeing Amy's ex Matt Roloff get so far along on his dream house reminds us that we're not in our dream house yet. So we're actively watching, and it would be nice to find that home before we retire. Amy then admits that the home they're about to look at, which boasts a 6-car garage, is bigger than they need, but it's more up their alley. We're used to having a little more space, she says. An acre would be nice. I would eventually like a home with a master on the main. We'd love a 3-car garage. Upon entering the 6-acre property, Annie immediately notes the long, beautifully landscaped driveway, but worries about the maintenance it may require. As they pull up to the home, they are both blown away by the spacious entryway and stunning rural view from the back windows. I think it looks better than the pictures, Marek says. While Amy is looking for a permanent home to retire in, her husband sees the sprawling abode as a business opportunity. It seems like this would be a good venue for weddings, he says. Not a lot of people around, you know, beautiful farmland. Annie understands where her husband is coming from, but admits that she doesn't want to be working until I'm 85 just to afford it. In a confessional-style clip, Annie reveals her excitement about sharing this new experience with her husband. I think Chris and we're still learning about each other, she explains. This will be the first time that we're making some really major decisions together. I think this is kind of fun and exciting to see how we work together. After the pair tour the kitchen, bathroom, primary bedroom, and movie room, she sighs and says, "This is high maintenance, man." Also during the scene, she compares the home to her ex-husband Matt's property, Roloff Farms, where she and Marek tied the knot in 2021. 10,000 square feet is big. I think the big house at the farm is a little over 5,000 square feet. And I thought the farmhouse was plenty of space as well, she says. Amy previously owned a portion of the farm and lived there until she and Matt divorced in 2016. The exes share 4 children together, twins Zach and Jeremy, 33, a daughter named Molly, 30, and another son named Jacob, 27.